First tonight, the dangerous driving keeping residents awake at night, with concerned councillors saying it's only a matter of time until someone is seriously injured.
Peterborough has become a hotspot for so-called car meets and cruises. The local authority are seeking an injunction which would allow police to disperse those suspected of gathering for such an event.
Some car enthusiasts have claimed the council and the police aren't doing enough to help them ensure their events are safe and law-abiding. Well, Graham Stothard's in Peterborough now at a car park for us this evening where events often take place. Good evening, Graham.
Good evening. Yes, they do often take place here, and of course some of the events are perfectly legitimate, perfectly peaceful, perfectly incident-free, but others aren't. And actually, if you look at the floor around me, you can see tyre tracks where obviously someone's been performing donuts, I'd say, on more than one occasion. Sometimes residents say this can go on till 3 a.m, causing lots of stress, anxiety, and so the council hope that this injunction will stop that from happening.
Amid a screaming engine, a car disappears into its own tyre smoke. An assault on the senses, the noise, the smell, a sight that's become regular enough to persuade the area's councillors to call for an injunction to end antisocial car cruises and meets indefinitely.
We've stopped it in one street, but it just pushes it elsewhere.
They say it's a problem that's been happening in the Orton Southgate area of Peterborough for 2 decades. They want blanket measures to stop it before someone gets seriously hurt.
We don't want to stop anybody enjoying their hobby, but when they're screeching around on public roads where there's other traffic late at night, somebody is going to get hurt. In fact, there have already been a number of accidents here, and it's always bystanders that get hurt, never the drivers, so it must
There's
stop.
someone passing right now. A perfect example.
What can I say? You know, it shouldn't be happening.
Noise is one thing, but this kind of incident is the #1 fear. Stevenage 3 years ago. 2 cars driven dangerously collided, careering into those watching. Prosecutions followed, but the damage had been done. Nearly 20 people were injured. A 2-year injunction was soon introduced, making such gatherings nearly impossible and easy to disperse. Councillors want the same kind of thing here, but are happy for certain events to carry on.
If they want to come to us and organise a well-run, well-marshalled event, then that's something that, you know, council officers are willing to listen, and we could have an authorised meet if possible. You know, we're not against the car meets per se, it's the antisocial behaviour.
Car meets used to be regular in this car park near Peterborough Football Stadium. But what can start peacefully can end up unruly. One such organiser says it's a minority that ruin it.
Full works really, 7 exterior polish, interiors being done, wheels are coming off shortly, roofs being done.
Nathan is a car detailer nearby, but also founded Static Revolution, a car club. He says if antisocial behaviour happens at his events, he videos it and flags it to the police. He says help from the council is lacking.
Anytime I do an event, I contact the council, sent emails before, heard nothing back from them. Police, they're willing to help on the day, but any preparation for another event, they don't want to know yet. We always cut our meets off at 10:30, that's it. That's when the event finishes. On the Facebook page or anything like that, it's done. We have nothing else going on after that. So it's just the minority that then find the business estates and industrial estates after to just get their 5 minutes of fame on YouTube, TikTok, whatever it is, just drifting around, and that's the one that's causing us problem.
Often meets are only semi-official, advertised on social media with unknown numbers arriving. An injunction could take 18 months to 2 years to secure and could cost tens of thousands of pounds. But for those behind it, it's the only practical solution left.
So, Graham, what have Cambridgeshire Police had to say?
Well, they've released this statement to us today. They said, we welcome the work of partners in looking at how we can continue to address this issue in the city in a long-term and sustained way. They added, although they respect the right of people to gather and socialise, we cannot allow antisocial behaviour to stem from this issue. So they said that they will keep in touch with residents and the local policing teams to police the issue on essentially an ad hoc basis. But of course, the councillors that we spoke to will continue to seek that injunction to make dispersal of large and potentially dangerous events a whole lot easier.
Graham, thank you very much.